Hello everyone, welcome to the answer writing discussion session. So today I am going to discuss about the ethics paper, that is the GS4 पेपर. तो GS4 में डिस्कस करने के लिए कैसे होता है मैं बताती हूँ. So first of all, for the 10 marker questions we have to write 2 pages, okay, as I have written here. And then for the case study portion, that will be of 20 marker, and for the 20 marker we have to address it in 4 pages. For example, these are the 4 pages. Okay, so let's get started with the theory portion. I will read the question first. So what is the question saying? The question is asking, what do you understand by following quote? Religion without science is blind and science without religion is lame. So we have to understand the demand of the question. So for such kind of quote like question, first of all in introduction part we have to discuss what the quote is referring. Okay, so introduction will come कि ये quote में क्या कहना चाहते हैं, तो ये आ जाएगा. फिर after that in the body part we have to discuss regarding the key terminologies. For example, here the key terminologies are religion without science and science without religion. Okay, and after that we will come to the conclusion. So for the introduction part we have to write the meaning of the quotation. Here I have written, the given quote of Albert Einstein implies that in absence of scientific temperament, religion is of no proper use, and scientific knowledge without religion is not that much beneficial at all. Okay, so that is a fair enough introduction. Like whatever is referring in the quotation we have to write about that in the introduction portion. Let's come to the body part. In the body part we have to write about religion without science. I have written it in pointers with subsequent examples for each of the pointers. For example, like in lack of rational inquiry and critical thinking, I have given the example that people depending too much on priests, imams, fathers for their opinions. Then secondly, unquestioning acceptance of dogma and tradition, like continuation of evil sati practice for so long. Then stereotypical superstitious mindset, like in 19th century people used to think that if they will do sea voyage they will loosen their caste and even their religion. So such kind of things were there, like where religion was present but it was not scientifically addressed. Okay, and in the second portion, like science without religion, I have given examples like ignoring the moral and ethical prospect. Like if only science is present and religion is absent, then it is also not good thing. Okay, example, the wars with the modern weapons at various parts of the world causing harm to women, children and utmost levels, because at that time they do not think about ethicality, morality or the religious prospect. They are having science in their hand, so they are allowed to proceed with that. Then it is a threat to the humanity, like atomic bombing at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Then disasters to environment like rapid urbanization, how it is harmful. Okay, after that, before concluding, I have written a small pointer like Einstein's message, balanced approach, integration of both. Then I have given the conclusion part. I got the recommendation that if I would have written it in 2 portions, since 2 parts are there for religion and for like religion without science and science for religion without science and science without religion part, then it would have been better. Anyway, I have written it in like together, all together. So I have written, thus combining both the concept of religion and science makes the best out of it while complementing each other at the same point of time. Gregor Johann Mendel justified it based being a Catholic priest and was also called the father of genetics at the same time. I will come to the second question now. In the second question, there is a case study, there is a story, whole story, and I have to come to the answer after reading that. So I'm just directly coming to the answer here. Okay, because it will take so long if I'll go for reading all these things. So yeah, after reading the case studies I will tell the pattern that how we have to write the case studies. After reading the case studies we have to start with the things like how like what is the thing it is referring, the case study, the whole story, what is it tries to narrate, what is the summary as a whole. So the given case study shows us the condition of the tribal population at remote places, especially the vulnerability of the girls, showing the failure of society at large. Then I have to write stakeholders. In case of stakeholders, we have to write direct and indirect point. Direct are the ones who are directly linked to that particular case, and indirect are the ones who are not directly linked, but eventually whatever the decisions are going to happen, they are also going to be affected with that. So they are the indirect stakeholders, like for example youth, society at a large, because in each and every case society will be involved in any way na. So in that way, then we have to write about ethical issues involved, like what kind of ethical issues are there in the whole case, we have to write about that as well. Okay, like for example here in this case, issue of child labor, depriving girl children from basic formal school oriented education, cheating, etc. And here we have to mention about the constitution, like the article. For example, I have given the example of violation of article 24 of the Indian constitution in case of the child labor, and also in case of the deprivation of the girl children from the basic formal school oriented education, I have given the example of violation of article 21. Then there is the cheating wala point, then failure of social welfare programs and all. Then after this thing we have to write about the steps to be taken, like what kind of measures to be taken to confront the situation. I have divided it in two parts: to ameliorate the minor girls of my district and to improve the overall economic scenario in the district. Henceforth, I have concluded the whole thing, like the given case study can be addressed properly with adequate implementation of sympathy, empathy and compassion as the existing virtues, and ameliorate the condition of the tribal minor girls of my district and to improve the overall economic scenario in the districts. So I have got a pretty good score, even if it is not a model answer, but I have scored well, like I have given it for the evaluation. Answer has given, like returned it back to me. So the overall parameters I got good in all these things. So yeah, so this is a sample thing, this is not a model or something like that, this is what I have written and this is a sample thing. So basically I have tried to discuss about how to write the ethics, how to deal with the things. Most of all like are aware of these things, but still I am discussing it here. Like for the 10 markers it will be of 2 pages, for the 20 markers it will be of 4 pages, and we have to take care of the word limits, we have to write everything within the stipulated margin period, like margin. We do not, like we are not supposed to write anything beyond the margin of both the sides, we have to take care of it, we have to highlight whatever is important pointers. So this is how we have to continue, and we have to write, we have to cover each and every dimension with examples for each and every points. That will eventually fetch you more and more marks. You have to interpret the thing in the introduction, then body part, and then the conclusion, which will be a summary kind of thing for the whole. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for listening to me with great care and patience. Do subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much.